The question in 2020 will be whether left-wing populism can defeat right-wing populism. Right now, what we're really in the battle of is whether we can construct a left-wing populism strong enough to defeat the divide and conquer politics of Donald Trump, the Republican Party, and the billionaires and white supremacists he allies with.
Very fine people on both sides.
Over the past decade, America has been undergoing a series of crises. The American people are really upset. People are really frustrated at the fact that their wages are going down, that people can't find jobs, that racism is rising in our country, that fossil fuel CEOs get to do whatever they want to wreck our planet and no one holds them accountable. These are real problems that ultimately comes down to this kind of hierarchy that we've constructed in our country, that some people are just more valuable than others. That requires populist solutions. Populists are not interested in a fight between Democrats and Republicans, liberals versus conservatives, left versus right. They frame politics as a fight between top versus bottom. So if you think about American society, right now, the richest 400 families in America control 90% of the wealth. Right now, over 50% of Congress comes from the top 5% wealth bracket. What you basically have is this kind of social pyramid in American society where a tiny few at the top hoard more wealth and power every single year. To me, inclusive progressive populism is a politics and a populism that fights for all working people and clearly names who the adversary is of working people in this country by acknowledging that the ruling class and the establishment have sought to divide and conquer the American people by pitting us against each other on the basis of who we love, what our skin color is, where we were born. Trump's phony populism is based on racial resentment. He tries to stir up racial anxiety amongst his white working and middle class base to really get them convinced that people of color and immigrants are to blame for their problems. Progressive populism has a different task ahead of itself. Progressive populism is defining that fight as we the people taking on the billionaire class and the white supremacists they ally with who seek to divide and conquer us. Throughout our history, there have always been movements of people standing up to that and trying to expand our notion of we the people, whether it's the civil rights movement or the suffragettes, or today with people on the streets resisting Donald Trump's presidency. I think this can really lead to a moment where we, as a country, push to expand our notion of we the people and really make the founding documents of our country real in the lives of people, not just words on paper.